Photoshop. Lips. Lawnmower. Mike Tyson.
Hi, Dan.
Hello, Joe.
We're here. Episode 46 of Is We Dumb? I guess we'll just, we'll do an apology out the gate.
Oh, okay.
Because we didn't know what the fuck happened. But last week, the video version of our show didn't exist.
Oh, yeah.
So we don't know what happened. We're sorry.
Glitch.
If it happens again, then I guess we have to break something. But as of right now,
don't happen again.
We don't think it's going to happen again.
That's right. I forgot all about that. I forgot we had to make like the weird technical difficulties. Yeah, it was just like...
we have no idea.
Corrupted somehow.
Yeah, and ran a bunch of tests between when that happened and recording the show, and all of them were fine. So...
Oh, tech.
Go fuck yourself.
Can you imagine if they did that like for, I mean, I know it's different just with the amount of content we're putting out and smaller staff, but I was just thinking like you tune in for your favorite TV show. And it's just like a static screen. You're like, hey, we lost a video for this episode of Handmaid's Tale. We still get the audio.
I go listen on your favorite podcast player. Thank you so much.
I picture like a really quiet show. Like Lindsay and I just watched the A Quiet Place too.
Oh yeah.
Like if you show up to the movie theater and it's just like, sorry, we lost a video right before the movie's supposed to come out, and especially that movie has long stretches of no dialogue, and you just hear like crunching, like quiet crunching.
A leaf.
Yeah.
I wonder where they are.
No music, no. Man, I wonder.
I mean, it's the leaf. It's probably outside, but it could be inside. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a leafy kitchen.
There could be an alien thing looking at them right now. I don't know. I guess they're being pretty quiet, or maybe they're just being quiet so they don't get one looking at them.
That's going to be the next thing. Movies on podcasts, where you're like, oh man, that didn't translate very well. And A Quiet Place 2 will be the one that kicks off the next season. And I think we had a bunch of fun.
Yeah.
Our recording schedule does not allow us to know how much fun we did have at the Is We Dumb live event, but I'm going to assume...
I'm assuming we had a great time.
That we had a great time, because we had a lot of fun stuff. I guess right now we do have a lot of fun stuff planned.
Yeah, a lot of fun stuff, a lot of fun surprises.
Yeah, and this might be the last time that we record in a studio that doesn't smell like stinky-ass fish. Or like a bunch of bodies are hidden, and they're dead, and they've been dead for years, and they're just under the carpet.
Yay! I'm gonna go ahead and guess and say that I threw up a bunch on the live episode. Literally.
I bet I threw up too outside of the studio.
I bet. I don't know about you, Zach, but I'm usually pretty good until I start seeing somebody else start to do the, and then I'm like, oh fuck, and then my body's like, let's do it together.
Let's all throw up together.
I kind of feel like throwing up now.
I want like that weird primal instinct.
Yeah, where does that come from? That empathetic?
I'm guessing you're all eating the same thing. Like if you yawn and then everyone else yawns, they're trying to wake up. Then I'm guessing it's just like, oh, you're going to throw up because you ate something bad? Well, I probably ate something with you. Let's all throw up together.
Yeah.
It must be just a weird instinct.
I have that with just when people get sad, like when people like tear up, and then like I can be totally fine, but then if people around me start like like getting like really emotional, I'm like, oh man, now I feel really emotional.
Now I'm sad.
Now I'm sad too.
What'd you do?
Why?
We do have some new merch, badmagicmerch.com or iswedumb.com. Well, let me say, it was nice of the record-breaking 27 million dummies to come out and see the live show.
Oh yeah! Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was
27
crazy.
million.
Yeah, 27 million. It shattered all the records of everyone who's ever done it.
Yeah, shattered records of every. All the records have been replaced by us. Like if you look like any record, if you look like longest jump for a slam dunk,
right? Is We Dumb.
Yep, Is We Dumb.
Joe and Dan.
Yep.
High five.
Most home runs, career, baseball, Joe and Dan.
Most live studio audience, 27 million. Joe and Dan. Anyway, back to some merch pitching.
Yeah.
Badmagicmerch.com or iswedumb.com. We have some Is We Dumb joggers, which I didn't know we needed. Glad we have them. Zach, you can bring it up on the screen. We have a picture for the ones that are watching the video. But there's some sweet sweat, some joggers.
Oh my God.
And it's got, Stoopy.
Stoopy, yep.
Stoopy and the question mark, little logo on the pocket.
That's awesome. That's good.
Yeah, nice.
I hadn't seen those.
Like a minimalist design. Looks good.
Nice and clean too.
Yeah. That just reminded me when I was going to grab a coffee right before the show, just going down Sherman here on Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah.
That style of sweats where it's a little bit tapered, which is like the style now. I saw this guy. He had to have been every bit of 70, 75, and kind of like a rough 70, 75. There's a little kind of rough motel near here where it's like. People that have just gotten released from someplace, kind of staying for a while until they move on. And he was wearing a Wu-Tang hoodie and then camo tapered sweatpants, and then like crazy like long cult leader hair with like this big bushy frizzy beard. And it was just such an odd look to see like this guy who like he was dressed like I've never seen anybody dressed like him over the age of like 40.
Yeah.
You know, and
Sure.
and usually more like teenager.
Whenever I see people like that, I want to walk up and be like, "Oh my god, it seems like you're just begging for a conversation." Like, they clearly want everyone to stay away from them. Right. And you're like, "Wow, you look friendly. What do you want to talk about, Mr. Serial Killer looking motherfucker?"
Yes. He did have, oh man, like a low rent kind of Manson vibe.
A low budget serial killer.
Yeah, I just pictured him with like the Wu-Tang, like the cool like sweats and the Wu-Tang hoodie, just like walking up to like a bunch of kids playing basketball and be like, "Hey man, can I get in this game?"
Hello, fellow children.
Hello, fellow teens. Right. And like, no, you're at least 75.
Wow, this game looks lit.
This game looks so lit. No, I'm not a boomer. But boomers are so irritating.
Boomers age. I don't believe in age. Age is a number.
Wu-Tang forever.
Wu-Tang, motherfucker. No.
Wu-Tang, motherfucker.
Someone come get their grandpa.
Right.
He's wandered out of the home again. He's out. And then before we move on to the very super most important starting question, we do have a nice gift here.
Yes, from Tiffany.
From Tiffany, Dummy Tiffany, which is a hand-painted Is We Dumb stone. That is so nice.
It's very nice. She made one for all the shows. It was very, 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 very sweet. We have Time Suck. We have Scared to Death. And then another one for Lindsay. Lindsay has her own special crystal one.
Oh, wow. Fucking good for her.
She had an extra one.
Wow. That's great. How's she doing?
I guess it's nice to have a vagina. You know, you have a vagina, you get extra things. That's what my mom taught me.
That's the motto of Earth.
You have a vagina, you get extra things.
Sure do. and things you don't want.
That's the downside.
You get all the things.
You get attention,
whether you want them or not.
Whether you want it or not.
Oh boy. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm very excited for our starting question this week, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. Zach. The very super most important starting question. This was sent in by Dummy Todd, and it's there's a lot here, but the picture it paints, it does make me laugh. We're gonna have a good time with this. Would you rather every day Jigsaw from the Saw franchise makes you play a game that just slightly inconveniences you,
Okay.
or Gilbert Godfrey narrates your entire life in real time?
Oof. I think Gilbert. Okay. Gilbert Godfrey. Do you think that if you were walking down the street and you saw a man who's wearing a Wu-Tang shirt, that you would have some thoughts about it? Like, just like the most irritating voice of all time.
I love that he just pulled it off. Like,
That he had a career.
wow.
Yeah.
And then he got to do like voice acting shit.
Because I guess it is very distinct. Yeah, he was like
he's just so lucky.
He's a fucking animal in some Disney movie. And
Yeah, the fucking parrot in Aladdin.
that's right.
Which he sounds like a fucking parrot, so it's perfect. Like when they're casting it, we're like, oh, we have a parrot, but who are we gonna have as for the voice of the parrot? Oh,
Right.
Gilbert Godfrey.
And
because he's a fucking parrot.
And I've seen him at like Friars Club, New York, like roasts, like footage of that stuff where it's not like it's for Comedy Central or anything, but somebody happened to record it, and he always seems to be talking like that. Because I always wanted it to be where if you could just catch him in a candid moment, he'd be like, "Hey, what's up, guys? Oh my god, sorry. Do you have a throat lozenge? My throat's fucking killing me."
Keeping that up all day is terrible. But narrating your life, going to the bathroom,
Right.
Having sex, like first thing in the morning.
Daniel gets out of bed. Right.
Just kill me, someone.
Dan wishes someone would kill him.
It's just weird shit.
He is very frustrated that he asked his wife for the right kind of cereal, and she wouldn't get it for him again because it's too much sugary.
I can't. All the time.
All the time.
Okay, now back to Jigsaw.
Yeah.
So he's we have the little bike guy that rides out, squeaks out and goes, "I want to play a game."
I want to play a game.
Yeah. So I
Do you want to play a game?
right. And so it's just things that like slightly inconvenience you. I'm guessing I take this a couple different ways. Either the games themselves are slight inconveniences.
Yeah.
Or it's just like you misplaced your keys, right? So your keys aren't there, and then you're like, "Where's my keys?" And you just hear squeak, squeak, squeak. And you're like, "Fuck." And you don't know when it's going to happen. Want to play a game? Like, what the fuck do you want? And then that game.
Yeah.
What if that game's like one of the normal games? And every day, like the tiny little thing, you run out of toilet paper and you squeak, squeak, squeak. not now.
Not now.
Play a game. And then, but it's a crazy one. He's like, your wife is upside down in the alligator pit. And you're like, oh, my fucking toilet paper, Jigsaw? God damn.
I feel like if it says slightly inconveniences you, you don't have to worry about dying or people around you dying.
Okay. So it's not just the thing that happened as a slight inconvenience. The games themselves
are a slight inconvenience.
So maybe they're both. It's a tiny, they're both tiny inconveniences. Maybe that's what it is.
Right.
Like your keys disappear, then the game is like super, like you have to drink 1 cup of water or 2 cups of water.
Yeah, I was picturing like the things just like slow you down a little bit. Like in the movies, like how you find yourself in a locked room.
Okay.
Like you mentioned being in the bathroom.
Right.
Like, what if you're there and then all of a sudden, you hear that squeak, 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 and then all of a sudden, like a camera pops up, like a little monitor in the corner, and you hear Jigsaw talking to you, like he's just outside the bathroom, like the door locks, and all of a sudden, like the toilet paper just like catches on fire, and then everything else that's paper catches on fire, and now you have to wipe your ass
with your hand.
Right, you can't. That's how you unlock yourself out of the bathroom. You have to like wipe your ass, but you have nothing that's not disgusting to wipe your ass with. Like just weird little games. You're like, God damn it! It's just gross.
I would use that puppet as fucking toilet paper. I just rub his face in my asshole, and then I'll open the bathroom.
If he was in the bathroom, yeah, with you.
Want to play? I know what this game is. Just walk over and stick his face in your butt. Zach, I want to play a game too, buddy. Yay! He's like, God damn it! Now you flip it again. It's like the clown in the corner.
Right.
Now you're flipping it on him.
Right? Yeah, you're just chasing down Jigsaw. He's like, I don't want to play any more games. Right. Time for another game, Jigsaw. I'm had it with games.
Come here.
He's
like, no.
Please let me go.
you lost your wallet and you're just kind of like sitting around. You don't know where it is. And as soon as you hear like that squeak, 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 you start running towards him. He's like, no. You just, beat the shit out of him. He's like, no. Every time he shows up, you kick him down the hallway.
I'm just trying to get some WD-40.
I know it's annoying.
I know this week is annoying. I've been trying to find some oil to make it a little bit better. I was on my way to the garage when you accosted me. You're playing like Russian roulette with fucking Jigsaw. I said, no, please, this is very unnecessary.
No, this is my game. I want to play the game. I don't want to play your game. I want to play my game. So I do like the idea of that.
Yeah.
Of just Jigsaw. And like showing up at work, showing up in your car. Right. It just happens every day and you don't know when. Like maybe you're going to bed, you're like, fuck, I can't find your phone. And he's just there and he just goes, want to play a game? That'd make me so mad. Even if it was like something small.
Yeah, you're just trying to find the
you have
remote.
to take the trash cans out or go get the mail. Fuck. Right now?
No.
So tired, Jigsaw.
You're just going to watch that show on the couch at the end of the evening and just like the remote's not working. What did I leave the remote? Would you like, God damn it! Okay.
What is it?
What the fucking game so I can watch my show?
Or he just flips them around. Yeah, that's the only way you're going to get your remote back. You have to play his dumb little game.
That's what I was thinking is that you have to play the game to get things that you need in life, but they're just annoying and of little consequence.
Like a flat tire.
Right. Like you throw the basketball, like Monroe's into basketball right now. I picture like throwing the basketball in the back of the truck, drive down to the basketball courts, and then get out, and then they can't find the basketball, and then just... And then just like, and then like Monroe is also annoyed, like, what? Okay.
He's like makes you run a mile. God damn it, dude.
Really? That's not even fucking clever.
You run 1 mile.
Well, you don't want to do it, do you? No, I don't.
Eat a healthy lunch.
Right. You have to finish the sandwich in less than 10 minutes before you get your basketball back.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Another guy to bounce around on a full belly. Jigsaw, you're killing me, buddy. Right. But I think it's better than Dan went to play basketball.
Oh, for sure.
And I picture people around you get to hear it too.
Oh, then that's a definite no. If everyone else is hearing Gilbert Gottfried narrate your life, no one wants to be around you.
I'd watch that movie.
I would. That'd be a curse I would love to put on somebody else.
Yeah.
And how fucked up would that be? Is like then you don't even get to control your thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, that is kidding. He's always thought you were a piece of shit. You're his least favorite family member. And you're just like, no, Uncle Bobby. No, this is cool. He's lying. He fucking hates you. He was joking just the other night. He can't believe you're still alive. You're so fat and stupid. No, God, Bobby, please, stop it. Please, no.
Dan is sad. All right, so I think we're both just because.
God, that'd be a nightmare.
I mean, that's weird. It says a lot about Gilbert Gottfried's voice, though. Like if you're willing to just have Jigsaw show up every day, make you do something stupid to get your thing back.
Right, because there's other voices as annoying as it would be to have like your thoughts, shot out there. I've always thought Fiona Apple Just has an incredibly like beautiful voice, like singing, but like speaking to it, just like sexy, sultry. If she was narrating my life, it might be worth it to infuriate people.
They give them the worst news ever.
Oh my God! Yeah,
it's just like a thought that's going through your head. I don't know how to tell you, but your wife fucked my brother.
Right.
And you're like, but it's her voice.
But it's her voice being like,
you're like, it sucks, but
Dan doesn't know how to tell you, but I can't do her voice, but it'd be so, just pleasant.
I'm a bad girl. Does she have any other songs?
I followed her. Yeah, she has a new album recently. That one's so good. She doesn't have like her first albums were all the big known hits. Mm-hmm. She's gotten more and more experimental as time has went on. I like it, but it is one of those things where you'd have to be really, really into experimental music to just jump into her recent albums if you weren't familiar with her and be like, oh yeah, that's great.
Dig.
They take work to kind of get used to. They're not as catchy, but I love them. I think she's so talented.
Yeah, I mean, I think I brought this up before on the show, but I've way more than I ever should. I just wondered, like, what the fuck's Michelle Branch doing?
Oh yeah, what is Michelle Branch doing?
I don't know what she. Same with Fiona Apple. Like, what's she doing?
Oh, I see.
It's just I know they're still doing stuff,
right?
But every now and again, I'm like, I don't know, and I can easily look it up and find out, but I never do.
I've thought about that over the years. Like, what happens? Like, you get the big first album when it's like a big album, and then they kind of go down. I think it's because before that first album, there's all that, like, they want those radio hits. Like, they need money. They're like a starving artist. They're trying to like make all the money. And then they make shitloads of money with that first album. And then they're like, now I'm just going to pursue my passions.
Do exactly what I wanted to do.
Yep. And a lot of times I feel like what an artist, like a musical artist, wants to make music-wise and what fans most want to hear are not the same thing. They don't want to have those like radio-friendly hits. It's like too simple almost for them. Like if you look at a lot of their music, like it'll get more complex. Like, a lot of times they're much better artists. You're like, where the hell have they been for 15 years? Oh, they've been getting better and better at music, but it's not as accessible because they just don't fucking care. They don't have the incentive. They don't need a radio hit anymore.
I was trying to think. We brought up another band in the studio a couple months back. I almost want to say it was like the B-52s or something like that.
Oh,
like, they still do, and they had like 40 albums by now. And I don't know if it was them, but it was somebody like that.
Yeah.
And we're like, whoa.
Yep.
They just kept going.
That's like a crazy example of super prolific for so long. Van Morrison has put out a fucking insane amount of albums, but his hits are almost all from like the first three. Uh-huh. And that was like 1968, 1970, like in that range. He has never stopped cranking out albums. He's been making after the hits, he's been making it for 50 fucking years.
He literally has 35 albums.
Right, and I bet the majority of people are like, is he still around? Oh yeah, he's never stopped.
That's got to be a little discouraging when you're. I mean, but you have you don't care.
He's so rich. I don't think he can.
That's so funny.
And he still has fans that'll come out like the diehards. But it must be weird for him, where he's like, "Come on, sing Brown Eyed Girl, Moondance," and those are literally like 43 albums back.
I forget how.
Yeah, he's like.
I forgot how to play.
I've written 240 fucking songs since then.
It's just the epitome of when you're live and they say, all right, we're going to play one of our new ones. And the whole crowd just, boo! Right. Don't! Jesus! Why? You know why we're here. That happens a lot in the rock world.
Yeah.
Where they had some banger. Yeah. Like, here's the one off our new album. Everyone's like, ugh. Please no.
Adam Duritz of the Counting Crows. I know a lot of people. I've gotten mocked for liking the Counting Crows for
I don't mind them at all.
I love them. I think they're great. And they're another one. I followed their career the whole time. They just had a little like 4-track mini kind of volume 1 the way people are doing albums sometimes now, just a few weeks ago. And he was doing some press for it, Adam Duritz, and he's so like candid. And I love that he just said, he goes, I can't believe people still come see us. Because he was talking about how they don't like to do the old hits.
Yeah.
And he's like, we just do the new songs. And he goes, and I know people don't want to hear them. He was very forthcoming about like, yeah, they want to hear the stuff off the first, but that's not what we want to do. And we just can't believe we're still getting away with selling tickets. I was like, good for you.
You dicks.
Hey, I've got a Michelle Branch update for you from Logan.
Oh, what's Michelle doing?
She is going to be in Idaho Falls September 15th.
Oh, guess what?
So there you go.
She's
Rock
still
and
doing
roll.
it.
Doing her thing.
Michelle.
I never got into Michelle Branch like I did Fiona Apple at all. So I don't actually know. I know the name, but I can't remember a single song she sang.
Oh,
I have no idea what Michelle Branch did.
Let's transfer to the next segment, and then I will look up a song while we're setting up kind of the Is We Dumb.
Okay, perfect.
And thanks again to Todd for that Would You Rather. I'm not sure if I said that or not.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Zach, do it. Okay. So let's do Is We Dumb?
You look
Making my way downtown.
No, that's Vanessa Carlson.
That's
Stop
what
it.
Logan said that.
Zach
I was
and
repeating what
Logan.
Logan told me.
Oh my God.
Screw you guys.
You find Michelle Branch, and I'll set up my dumb thing.
everywhere to me.
I don't know it.
All right.
I don't think I ever really got into Michelle Branch.
Okay, I'll do it.
I think I like your Gilbert Godfrey impression better.
Everywhere to me.
Gilbert Gottfried's karaoke, the worst TV show concert of all
Greatest
time.
hits. If he made an album and sold it for charity,
my God.
of just singing shit.
You know what? It would be funny.
Making my way downtown. I'm homebound.
I would love to see that if oh my God, what's the guy? Oh shit, the guy that did the Jazz Daredevil.
John H. Benjamin.
John Benjamin.
Oh, okay.
Yes, John Benjamin did that ridiculous. We talked about one of the first episodes of Is We Dumb about how it was like good jazz musicians and then him not knowing how to play piano, just jumping in.
Yeah.
That would be so fun if Gilbert Gottfried get like a great set of studio musicians. So the actual music is fucking killer.
Right.
And it's him doing the vocals of like hit songs and then just put that on in the background of a party and see how long it takes people to be like, what the fuck are we listening to?
Or he just takes a couple lines every now and again of a track. Like he just got the second verse.
Sneaks it in.
Sneaks it in and sings some of the greatest hits.
It's still rock and roll to me.
Right. We don't need no education.
RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. Respect. Just like fucking turn that off.
Here's this.
Okay. Oh,
Remember
yeah.
this one?
Yep, I do remember.
Okay, we got to get to the chorus at least.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. And yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. Didn't she marry somebody famous?
I don't know. I didn't know what she was doing until just then. I need to go to Idaho Falls.
Yeah.
Is what I just learned. What was that, September 25th?
15th.
Oh, 15th. Okay, fine.
Did you have a crush on Michelle Branch?
I don't know. I feel like I should.
Yeah.
Little cutie. All right, so let's do Is We Dumb. This story is amazing. Go ahead.
So my dumb thing is this was if in a lot of parts of the country right now there's a hatching of gnats.
Yes.
It's a time of year where, you know, as we get into summer.
One of the best times of the year.
Yeah, like I feel like more like the northern places, more seasonal kind of areas of the country that isn't, you know, warm all the time. We get tons of gnats. Like I know my buddy Chad Daniels posted something on Instagram a while back of like so many gnats outside his window. And we have the same thing. Like outside of our windows right now, it's just like this graveyard of so many gnat carcasses. They just like hatched by the thousands. And so we're hanging out in the house the other day. We don't have the AC turned on or anything yet. It's kind of like, you know, early in the season.
Right.
And so we just like, we'll open the front door, open the rear slider and get airflow through the house and just have that like cool the house down.
Right. Okay.
And it was like a Friday night, Saturday night. It was just Lindsay and I, or maybe, no, it was a weeknight. It was a weeknight. And we were just working, doing it. And then at some point I decided to go downstairs and I wanted to play Call of Duty. I was done. My brain was fried. This is like 9:30 at night. And I remember seeing the doors and being like, oh, I wonder if I should close those. And I'm like, well, no, Lindsay likes the airflow. I should leave them. And I forgot all about the legions of gnats that have been coming out right after it gets dark, night after night. So then I go downstairs for an hour and I play Call of Duty. And then I come back up the stairs with Lindsay. When I'm done, she was down there working, just hung out. And we walked into, I've never had so many fucking bugs in my house, like not even close. And she was so mad, and rightfully so, because there was just like the little dining room light on and then the kitchen light on and just a thick cloud of, I'm not kidding, thousands of gnats were inside our house. And she's like, and moths, any like big mosquito eater looking bugs, like so many bugs. And then just like they'll kill each other or themselves on the lights and then die and fall on the table with this white breakfast table blanketed in like a furry sea of dead gnats. Like it happened so fast.
It's beautiful.
And I thought it was funny. She did not. I was like, oh, we should take a picture of this for social media. And she's like, not now. Not like, she's like, not happy. And so, but it was kind of fun. I'd never thought of this for bugs. I went and got the vacuum. And I just like spent like 25 minutes just vacuuming up fucking hordes of bugs.
I just have the funniest vision.
I wish you would have taken a picture of it.
You definitely should have, because that's so, for the gnats,
Yeah.
the best day of their life. They only get like 3 of them.
Oh,
You get
yeah,
3
yeah.
days, and you gave them the best life they could possibly have.
It was exciting.
Nice and warm and bouncing off a bulb.
Right?
Does it get any better for a gnat? No, it doesn't. Top 2 things: warmth, bright light. No, but I picture, because we have.
Yeah.
We get blessed with 2 seasons. We have gnats when we enter summer, and then in the fall we have the aphids.
Oh yeah.
And they're just worse versions of gnats.
They are.
I love them because it's just ridiculous.
There's so many.
They're bright, like blue. They're blue, white, and then they're everywhere.
Right.
So I just pictured a new invention where we walk around with vacuums on our backs. And
just
to your
vacuuming
face,
those?
yeah, to your face, you have like vacuum tubes, so that way you can walk down the street,
right, and they're not constantly in your face.
It's just sucking bugs in. While you walk around town. Hey guys, like just zipping down, right down Main Street with a big old vacuum sucking aphids in.
It was pretty fun doing that vacuum thing. And then what was interesting too, I thought, is like maybe just because I felt bad, it was my fault. That there was no room to be like, oh, this is so gross, and like I don't want to complain. So I so quickly acclimated just to being covered myself, like having myself covered with gnats. I went from being like, ugh, like that little feeling of like bugs crawling through your hair, to just like within 3 minutes being like, oh yeah, there's a fucking ton of bugs crawling through my hair. And that's just my life now. And I just don't care anymore. And I just like had bugs all over my body. I could hear them by my ears. They're fucking going in my mouth. And I'm just like, yeah, that's what my life is for the next hour to an hour.
What a weird turn that would be, though, if that's just who you became forever.
Just a guy who has bugs all over his face.
Oh, fuck. I'm bug man.
You can fucking beat him, or you can just, leave him alone and let him crawl over your face.
Like you love that they like plant eggs in your hair. Like that's yes.
If you can't beat them, just let them infest your head.
They're in your ears and shit. You're like, yeah.
Yeah. Now I can hear them.
What a gross human that is.
Ugh.
Mr. Bugman.
Just
Danny Bugman.
Just the most laid back. That's like
laid back Todd.
Laid back Todd. Just like, yeah, man. You're covered in bugs and stuff, but what do you do? That's life. It's like Akuma Matata. There's just bugs, and you can get mad about it, or you can just like lean into it. I like the bugs. They're friendly. They don't bite, and they just eventually you get used to the feeling of them crawling all over your skin. And I can't remember when I haven't heard a buzz in my ears. I'm fine.
You might not love me, but I love you. What?
You might think I'm a gross bug guy, but I don't feel that way about you.
I never will. So it's weird that you feel that way about me. When all I'm giving out is positive vibes and bugs.
I guess I can kind of understand on some level how like you don't want to like open mouth kiss me and then have like all the bugs in my mouth like go into your mouth. But really, it's like if you could just kind of like step back and look at the grand scheme of things, I think you'd see that there's a lot of love here. And
all these bugs. I bet you all these bugs love you too. Like, we could try. Give me a hug. Come here, bro.
You can be mad about it, and you can be like full of hate in your heart, or you can just like be covered in bugs and just accept that that's just life. You know what I mean?
That's the way it's going now.
I love that guy actually. The thought of that guy where it's like nothing fucking gets him down.
Eventually, like you don't hate him. You're
Right?
Like, I don't know. Yeah, he's fucking gross, but he loves me.
Yeah, he fucking stinks. He's covered in bugs.
I feel like a lot of relationships are like that. He's just like, yeah, what's going on with your husband? I know he's fucking disgusting, but he loves me. Like that's just the dynamic of probably a bunch of relationships.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I can't fucking stand him, but he loves me.
Yeah, he loves me. So what do you do?
What do you do? What am I gonna do?
I don't feel like getting rid of him.
I got a guy that loves me. Yeah, he's covered in bugs. I pictured that scene perfectly. I've done something similar.
Yeah.
Where I forgot that I had not put a screen back on a window. And then opened it up, and they all came through. And that I just didn't think of it.
There's so many of them.
But they don't stop.
I just couldn't believe. I was just laughing. I was just in awe of how many had gotten in such a short. Because I must have went down at the perfect time where it had just gotten dark, and they hadn't come out of wherever the fuck they hide all day. And because there was like no bugs, and it literally just 1 hour come back the most bugs I've ever seen.
Little gnat ninjas,
like, or just waiting, just like hiding around the doorframe, just like behind. Quiet. He's almost downstairs,
getting skinny behind a blade of grass.
Right. Wait. Okay, now go. Everybody's in there.
Yay! So happy.
So that was dumb. So that was dumb of me because I had just been complaining about them probably like the day before.
Yeah. And
it's just ridiculous that I just completely forgot that was a thing when I had just been talking about it like one day earlier. That's very much me.
It is. And we have a pear tree in our backyard. And we stopped doing this, but I'm not kidding you, probably for 5 consecutive years.
Yeah.
Instead of just not bringing pears into our house, because that's how they get in.
Right.
We would just be like, oh, well, this one looks pretty clean. And you bring it in, and within half an hour, your fucking kitchen's covered in fruit flies. I guess they're just hanging out in the pear. I don't know.
Right.
Wherever they are, but they always find their way in.
I
so
hate
now,
fruit
no more
flies.
pears. Yeah, they're out.
I fucking hate flies so much.
Why?
I hate it when you're in a coffee shop. This happened to me the other day. Went to a coffee shop, and then there was just one fly that wouldn't leave me alone. So I'm constantly like brushing it around, and then I'm getting like more irritated, more spastic with my brushing. And then I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, why me? what am I, just the fucking most disgusting person in this whole, like I'm the closest to garbage of any of the humans in this store, and that's why you have to like swarm on me?
You
like I get like offended.
Just a little more like shit.
Right, exactly.
Everyone else squeaky clean, you just tooted.
I do think like am I just literally like the shittiest person in this? I'm the closest to a pile of shit out of anybody in this coffee shop, and that's why you have to fucking single me out.
You ever picture flies with little funny personalities? You're like, whoop, boop. Hey,
Hey,
hey, yo, almost got me. I do.
that's hilarious.
All right, let's move on to our next segment.
Hold on, I've got another very important Michelle Branch update.
All right, thank you.
So this is to answer your question. This is again Logan's deep research.
Who's she married to?
She married. Oh, you knew it. Patrick Carney from the Black Keys in 2019.
That's right.
That's the guy.
Ding ding.
Ding 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 ding
Ding,
ding.
ding.
Okay.
Okay, Logan is back on
The
par
drummer,
after
the drummer for the
fucking-
Black Keys.
with his Vanessa Carlson open. He saved himself with that.
Yeah.
With the who she
Nice,
married.
nice.
He's back at 0. 'Cause he's -1. We're back at 0. Good job, Logan. Appreciate that. All right, now let's move on.
Okay.
Dumb. Dumb, dumb. Dumb. Dumb, dumb. Idiot.
Sorry, before we go into this,
okay.
my Michelle Branch was Fifi Dobson.
Okay, I remember her.
And she got, her story was sad, where she had her big album that was like, maybe not as big as some of these other ones, but it had a couple, like minor hits. Definitely got her like a lot of radio play. And maybe I had a crush on her. And then she got into this weird record label hell, like one of those horror stories where they made the
Stole
next
their
album.
soul?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they made the next album and then they wouldn't release it because they couldn't agree, and it became this prolonged legal fight that lasted for so many fucking years that by the time it was all said and done, then people had forgotten what she was up to. And it just completely destroyed her career. I'm like, but then I think she married somebody who was
the guitar player.
She's
for the
doing
Black
fine.
Keys.
Yeah, she's doing fine.
Okay.
But still, that would suck.
That would be terrible. That's the worst. I think that. Whatever. I was trying to think of another example, but I can't think of her. I think Kesha.
Record labels.
Kesha had that happen to her.
Oh,
with her
really?
shitty manager. And couldn't release anything for years because he was
God,
bad at
I
all.
think I have heard
Yeah.
that. That's right. That's right. These behind the scenes people that just fuck things over.
Well, that's why you got to look over that contract.
It becomes a nice tax write-off too. I think for the record companies.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what they do with that
Fuck
sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's so nice.
They're awesome.
I mean, at least someone's benefiting. Am I right? All right. So this first story was sent in by my Aunt Susie. I know that
Are you serious?
She's so funny.
Okay.
And she just sends me amazing story after story after story almost every day.
Okay.
So I'm not playing favorites. She's just funnier than you are.
Okay, that's
Like
fine.
that. I
That's
just want
fine.
to put that out there. So this is absolutely ridiculous. Ohio man making bombs to pay off lawnmower debt dies in accidental blast. And I feel bad because he died. I don't feel bad because of what he was doing. Let me get into the story here.
Okay.
A 55-year-old man in Jefferson
geez.
Township, Ohio, has died in unusual circumstances. The unnamed Ohio man was reportedly building bombs when an accidental blast led to him sustaining serious injuries, which he eventually died of after authorities responding to the blast transported him to a local hospital. The act of creating a bomb on your property is unsafe, it's unusual itself, but the reasoning is incredibly bizarre. So check this out. The authorities have begun investigating what happened, and a neighbor shed some light on the incident. They claim that the man had been intending to make and sell explosives to pay off his debt. Interestingly,
Interestingly. Oh boy.
the debt was built up by purchasing a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Which is so ridiculous. What a weird... You know what else he could have done to get some money? He could have mowed lawns. That's what he could have done to pay off his lawnmower debt. But it goes on to say, when the Plymouth Township Fire Department released images of the incident on Facebook, it elicited some harsh responses. However, some have been concerned about where the bombs were, going to be sent, which another thing I thought about when I was reading it. I was like, okay, one thing, sad he blew himself up. How many did he sell before he blew himself up?
Right.
And apparently not very good at it. So the bombs he probably, sent somewhere else, not well made.
Sorry, before we even go further, I was laughing because you and I have something in common where we both have made money like vocalizing things for a while.
Yeah.
And we both have trouble speaking.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just picturing the two of us as like a news anchor team and just trying to give like the nightly news and just constantly like having to get like beeped and stuff. Cause we're like, and a Hackensack man today he was found with his larynx, what the fuck?
That's right, Dad. And interestingly, he was a good man.
Right.
Like you fuck it up and you just like change the words out. You're like,
Right.
Good. He's good. He's doing good.
You see like the difference between like the teleprompter. They do some like behind the scenes video, and it's just like in what we actually say. The teleprompter would be something like really like well thought out, like these big Scrabble words, but like how it's normally is for like I guess some like someone with a communications degree,
Sure.
and their anchor, and then it's just us being like, and he did a good job, and there's a baseball player hit a lot of balls hard today, and helped his team win. So that was good baseball news. Some cops arrested some bad guys, stabbies and gunshots. You know what I mean? Too many of them.
Stabby wabbies and ouchie gunshots.
A middle-aged man got stabbed by a stabby guy today, and they arrested him. So that's pretty cool.
And the bad guy, like I said, is saying fugitive, or like any word that has more than one syllable, like you're scared of. Right. The bad guy got caught.
Bad guy got caught. Sport news. Balls got hit hard. And now, entertainment news. Music is good. And I heard some. On to you, Joe.
Interestingly, I heard some music too. So I was thinking about the line that this guy jumped.
Yeah.
Poor bastard.
Right.
Like that his only talent was making bombs. That he had nothing else to fall back on. When he got a lawnmower, which unless it was the world's most expensive lawnmower, set him back like $300.
This paints such a sad picture of his life.
So sad.
We're like, yeah, it's just so weird on so many levels.
Can I paint? No. Can I play any instruments? No. Can I make bombs? Yeah. If you Jet Talk, they just lost their keynote speaker for next week. There he goes.
I just love that that's the thing that like pushed him into making bombs was like trying to pay back a lawnmower. And I feel like if you're making bombs to pay back lawnmower debt, you didn't get the lawnmower from like Home Depot. I mean, because you could just let them like, I don't know, take it back or like default on your payments or whatever. It's such a weird, but I feel like, I wonder if he got this from some other dude and that dude's going to be mad at him. There's a weird story with this lawnmower.
Right. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know why he decided
to
he was
make
going to
bombs.
send bombs to pay it off. You could have done anything.
How do you make it to 55 years old? Like, how did he live that long?
I don't know.
Will you make it through that many years of adulthood when your go-to for like debt cancellation is homemade bomb making?
His resume. Right. This guy's resume. He's like, he's trying to get a job anywhere. Just say he shows up. I don't know. Let's just go with like a fast food restaurant, and he just lays it out, and it just says like, what? So how old was he? So 1975 to present. Bombs. Like that's it. That's it.
That's it.
Works for myself, self-employed, hard worker.
Right.
I rarely get in fights. All you've done is make. That's all I can do. It's my passion.
Like the weirdest barterer. I'm just picturing this guy. He's like, he gets like a quarter of a cow to put in the deep freeze. Gets all this like beef, and like everything in his life is based on bombs. And then like to pay off that quarter of a cow, he makes like 17 pipe bombs, and like a small batch of plastic explosives. Like he just like that's how he works. Commerce in his life is just to make bombs.
The weirdest barter system. Goes in to get a loan from the bank and just shows up with an armful of bombs.
Right.
Like, oh, he's here again. I need $10,000. It's a bag of bombs.
Yeah,
what can you give me?
Just walking into stores with a little like radio flyer, like red wagon full of bombs. How many bombs for the potato chips?
Yeah, how many bombs for these Doritos? None, sir.
None, sir.
Please get the fuck out of here.
They have to put up signs at local stores. We don't take bombs.
No bombs.
Cash or check, no bombs, please.
EBT accepted, bombs not.
Right. Cash, check, or credit, no bombs. And then they have to really like looking at you, Daryl, or like whatever his name was, specifically geared for you.
And this guy's covered in nets. This same guy. I mean, maybe he loves you. Maybe he's Todd. He's Todd. He has a radio flyer of bombs. He's just covered in gnats, but he's super nice. He's so hard to hate him.
I was picturing the guy who like has the weird money thing, like stupid idea of like bombs to pay back a lawnmower debt. For some reason, made me think of our characters that I still think of from time to time about the guys who are on the run from the law,
doing the podcast,
and they're doing a podcast, and they're still calling in sponsorships,
exactly,
while forever on the run.
Just and
if this guy had a podcast, he would have been that guy. Like he's that kind of decision maker.
Oh man, I love that idea so much. It does remind me like if I owed you lunch,
right,
and then I just jumped to selling meth, like that was my step. But then you bring in the the legalities of it.
Right.
And it comes into here, and you're like, okay, thank you for lunch, and then the next thing I know, you're fucking running for your life. Like you turn into a hitman.
Like the weirdest Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Instead of just paying me back for $10, you're like, oh man, I gotta go kill somebody.
Right.
And then the next thing I know, we're doing our podcast on the run.
I was thinking of how does Breaking Bad start? Where Walter White needs to raise money. I think it's because he has cancer in the very first episode,
He's
right?
He's a chem teacher.
And he didn't get into debt. He just wanted to like set his family up. Wasn't that how it worked out? I don't think he was in debt at the start of that show.
I think
I'm trying to remember.
I don't think he was.
He just wanted to like set his family up for the future. But I'm just picturing that whole series. But the pilot episode is he bought a lawnmower with money he didn't have. And that's how he finds Jesse. And he just goes deep and ends up with the fucking cartels and everything, all because he was trying to pay back like a $200 lawnmower.
And it's still that best show ever. But just how it started as a fucking lawnmower thing. Right. That's pretty funny.
Right.
That is pretty funny. I do like that setup. But I cannot stop thinking about
the guy with the sponsors?
The guy that was on the run.
Yeah.
Like he's out there and he's like, oh, it's you.
Because
hey Joe. Okay, no, I'm checking in. We'll get to One Star Heroes here in just a second. But out here, the light can be really bright. And I'd like to thank our good friends at Felix Gray for giving the blue protective shield lights. So whenever I do get to a computer cafe, I know my eyes are protected. Anyway, today we're going to review Frisbees.
I was combining the two where the guy with the bombs, it's like that he was a podcaster and he somehow got in like legal trouble. He didn't die, but he like got in trouble for having a bunch of bombs. Like that's what sent him on the run. And so he calls in to kind of like apologize about the bombs and then also reference some sponsors. Just like, first off, I just want to say to my family, again, I'm so sorry about the bombs. I couldn't have known they were going to kill a couple of people. It was an accident. I should have never made them in the garage. And I just want to say big shout out to Walgreens. Happy to have them as a sponsor. They have the best salves, bandages. I'm still dealing with a lot of third degree burns.
Wire clippers. Wire clippers. They got the best wire trimmers in the biz. Thanks to Lowe's. I'm able to get all the supplies I need to make more bombs so I can get the fuck out of here.
You hear the chopper in the background now? I gotta go. The choppers are getting close.
Hey, Joe. I'm really sorry about what happened. My feet are really sore. Reebok has a great deal right now, and they're going to help me get over here to my to Jeff Sturgis. He's the plastic surgeon that I'm going to talk to, and he wants to sponsor the show as well. You're like, you just trying to get the fuck out of the country? Yes. Yeah, I love you.
I just want to say a lot of people are probably pretty familiar with my story where when I burned my house down and with the bombs, I burned up all my clothing. And I just want to big shout out to Banana Republic for they're having a 35% off sale right now. And if you need extra clothes like myself when you've blown up all your clothes, there's no better time than now to really get some they have khakis, polo shirts.
Sorry, I gotta
go. Chopper's coming.
It's always the chopper noise that rounds it out.
Chopper or dogs? Oh God, dogs are getting close.
I love the next time you see him, it's just he looks completely different. Not the same dude. He's got hundreds of thousands of dollars in plastic surgery done, huge sunglasses that cover half his face.
He's got a Wu-Tang hoodie and camo sweatpants.
Camo tapered sweatpants.
He's that guy.
That's him.
That's him.
Fuck.
He's the guy on the run.
That's why he doesn't want to talk to anybody. All right, let's move on to our next story here.
Okay.
This one I found just all on my own while running around the websites. And it does remind me of a story that I have, and we'll see if you have one as well.
Okay.
But a city has to pay $350,000 after suing hackers for opening a Dropbox link that they sent to them.
Oh,
so you get it here. The city of Fullerton, California, has agreed to pay $350,000 to settle a lawsuit brought against two bloggers accused of hacking the city's Dropbox account. So Joshua Ferguson and David Curley frequently made public record requests in the course of covering city government for a local blog, Friends for Fullerton's Future. Now, the city used Dropbox to fulfill large file requests, and in response to a June 6, 2019 request for records related to police misconduct, Ferguson and Curley were sent a link to a Dropbox folder containing a password-protected zip file. Now, what they also did, the city employee sent them a link to a more general Outbox shared folder that contained potential records, request documents that had not yet been reviewed by the city attorney. The folder wasn't password-protected and or access restricted at the time. There were 19 zip files in the Outbox, 5 of which were not password protected. So this city,
they sent it.
They emailed the link to these dudes,
right,
and then were pissed that they opened it and read what was in it and tried to sue them for hacking into the system.
So the city tried to sue these guys.
Yep.
That doesn't go through, and now these guys are suing the city, right, and they got a $350,000 settlement.
Yeah, it was
good for them.
Yeah, it says down here the final a paragraph of this article. The city of Fullerton faced increasingly long odds of winning the lawsuit, and last week the city council voted 3-2 to settle the suit. Under the terms of the settlement, the city will pay the defendants $230,000 in attorney costs and then $60,000 each in damages. The city will also post a public apology on its website.
And this guy's hit the jackpot. Yeah. Those attorneys hit the jackpot.
Oh my God. That's such a city thing to do. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going to sue you.
Right.
I'm going to take you down. Like you
sent it.
You hacked into our system. No. You sent me the fucking link like directly to me and then got mad that we opened it.
The dumbest interaction I had with the government was years ago in California where like the year I moved to California, and they did this several times. And it's still outraged, still makes me angry. They started requesting back years of taxes.
Oh, right.
But for years that I didn't live in California, they would want like their state income tax. And I remember one time and then I had to be the one to get somebody on the phone. And I finally got somebody on the phone. I'm like, I didn't live here then. And I go, so what? I'm like, what are you guys fucking doing? And he's like, yeah, but you have to prove that. I'm like, why do I have to prove that you fucked up? You guys fucked up. You should have to prove that I didn't fuck up in this situation. That's not how it works. And so like every time, and they did this numerous times, the onus would be on me to like prove that their request was bullshit. But it just felt like otherwise I would get fined and would have to pay it. But I'm like, what a weird thing. Like as a government, you can be that sloppy. It's like, I'm trying to think of that in like the private sector. Dude. Where like you get your truck fixed.
Right.
And then the place is like, all right, you owe us $15,000. Wait, what? No, I was supposed to be like $300. Well, you got to prove that it wasn't 15. On our side, it looks like you're supposed to pay us 15,000 instead of 300 now. And then you have to like dig up your emails and go back to them like, nope, you said you were going to fix this, and here's this phone record. Oh, okay, I guess so. And then whenever they feel like it, they just send out another one. Hey, we still want that 15 grand. No, we already resolved that. Not to our liking.
No, we don't have a record of it.
We don't have a record. We lost our records.
Okay, well, sorry. This reminds me of taxes in general.
Yeah.
How funny is that process? How they know how much you owe,
right?
Because they give you a check back or you owe them more. Just tell me how much I owe and I'll pay you. Like, why do I have to fill out all my fucking taxes?
Right.
When you already know how much I'm supposed to be paying. Mm-hmm. Because when you get my shit, you go, hey, you overpaid. Here's the check back. Or, hey, you didn't pay us enough. Why do I have to do anything in the first place?
Like, I understand why we have to have taxes.
I understand
like, all
taxes.
that stuff. Yeah, all that stuff. But in a lot of instances, like, there's no bigger, like, fucking gang or gangsters than the government.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys are no better than the fucking cartels, like, in some instances when they do this stuff. It's like, you just happen to have, like, the law on your side.
They're taking advantage of me because they know how good I am at math.
Right.
And they know that, like, they know how bad I'll fuck it up. And they'll be like, and they just hope I overpay. I'm like, man, we'll keep it. You stupid.
You owe us 4 football fields.
Yeah, exactly. 4.5 football fields for all of 2020.
Oh my God.
That sounds about right.
To this day, I haven't lived in California for 5 years now. And I still get like, they still do those requests. And we have to forward them to our accountants where they just take shots. Hey, we want some money. Yeah, I don't live there anymore. Prove it. Prove us wrong.
Yeah,
and then next year, hey, we want some money. No, I don't live there anymore. I fucking told you the last fucking 5 years. All right, well, we don't remember. Prove it. It's like,
it's
I've never wanted a
salesman. Is how I hear him now. Hey, you want to give us money?
Right.
Well, you got to prove it.
I've never wanted a government to collapse more than I want the California state government to collapse. Like, if it absolutely just fucking completely collapsed, I'd be like, nah, good.
You'd get so many more requests, though.
I know.
They'd be like, hey, we lost everything.
We lost everything. We
you
need
still live here? Haven't forever. Well,
we need more money now.
like your water bill. Like now they're asking you for that. Hey, but do you still live here? No, I don't. Well, prove it.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
This does remind me of an email I sent back when I worked in Radioland.
Yeah.
It's a short story, but man, is it funny to me. So me and my old boss, GA, we're good friends.
Yes.
We both have a very similar sense of humor.
Yeah.
And we would joke around, even in email, but more we work so close together just like in real life. So Godsmack had just released a new single.
Okay.
And the label rep sent it to Gary and I.
Yeah.
And so we're checking it out, and it's shit. Like, we're still going to play it, but it's just so cookie cutter terrible.
Okay.
That I responded in that email, and I was like, oh yeah, look at how hard they tried on this track. It's just like a total piece. I was like, this is garbage, but I'll put it in the system.
Yeah.
And then, like 5 minutes later, the rep for Godsmack emailed back. I don't think I was supposed to be on this email.
Just so uncomfortable.
And my boss came in and goes, "Oh," he goes, "You can't do that." He goes, "You got." I was like, I didn't mean to.
Yeek.
But luckily, they're happy about it. But they knew how I felt about Godsmack.
That is the worst when you send off the email to the wrong person or the wrong text. That's the one I worry about. Like when you have multiple text chains going. I did one randomly that I still feel just a little bad about. But it was my birthday, the other month. And I got a bunch of birthday wishes. And it was also a busy work day. I was working that day. We were recording a bunch of stuff. And it just happened to time out to be like a busier day. But I didn't want to just forget on the text. So as the day was going on, I would just try and quickly be like, "Oh, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah." And send some replies to people. And a text came in from somebody who happens to have the exact same name and same area code as a cousin of mine who had been through town recently and didn't say hi. And it's a cousin that I'm always like, he's really like shy. And I'm like, "No, you're not bothering." He's always worried about bothering us. And we really like him. And it's like, I don't want to say his name because I don't want to say this fan's name. So what happened was so I sent back this reply of thinking it was the one person being like, "Oh my God, man, you really got to come around more." It's like, don't make yourself shy. Come to the studio, whenever you can, whenever you're in town, let's grab lunch.
All the time. I love you forever.
Right. Like very over the top. And then
I miss you. I will give you a big hug.
and then it happened to be a fan I'd give my number a couple years ago who does live in the area, who's like, "Oh yeah, I'm in the area all the time. We should definitely hang out. Can't wait." And then I'm like, "Oh fuck," because it's not that I don't like this person. I do like this person,
100%.
but I don't have time to hang out with them all the time. So then I don't want to send a text back being like, "Oh no, I meant somebody else that I do want to hang out with." Like there's no way to not make it sound like you're being a dick.
Yeah.
So I've just not said anything since. But it's so uncomfortable when you send that to the wrong.
I know.
They might put the math together now that they've heard this episode.
I know.
100%
I thought about
they
that.
will. And we know who it is, and
we like
you.
them.
We love you, buddy.
Love this person, but just wasn't the person I thought I was communicating with. And so the tone, it reminds me of okay, let's say you're it would be as if you just started dating somebody. And then you send a text back to your mom, but it comes across like, "I love you. I just want you to know how much I love you. You mean everything to me." Like after you've been on one nice date, right. And it just it was just such a jump in tone of whoa, okay, I'm in, right. And then that person's like, "Yeah, let's get married." You're like, "Oh shit, fuck." No, it's not that I don't like you, but we just really ramped it up a lot faster than I was thinking.
Nothing. Gold mine! Okay, let's move on to the dumbest thing I was able to find this week.
Okay.
It's the apocalypse. All right, so apocalypse pending for this week was sent in by dummy Samuel. And it is so ridiculous. I don't have to read the whole article.
Okay.
You'll get the idea just by what we see here. But a Florida high school edited girls' yearbook photos to cover more of their chests.
Oh my God.
Wait till you see what these guys did. It's not odd for there to be a little drama when high school yearbooks are released at the end of the year, but for Bartram Trail High School in St. Johns County, Florida, the drama has reached national attention. That's because 80 of the students' portraits were digitally edited, many of them clumsily, and boy were they, to add more clothing to chests and shoulders. All the students are female. None of them were consulted on it. So we're going to take a look at some pictures here.
God.
This is one where a little tiny bit of cleavage.
What?
And they just put an extra black bar across it, right?
Yep.
And
they kind of fucked her face up a little bit too.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first one is an actual photo, and the other one's just snapped out of the yearbook.
Okay.
And again, we'll put the link. Look at this Photoshop.
Oh my God. So this girl, it's not like a gratuitous amount of cleavage. I mean, I guess that's subjective, but whatever. And then she's wearing a flannel, and they just they added flannel pattern and pulled over her chest into a shape of a shirt that no one has ever worn. They just make her look like an idiot.
I know. They just grabbed the pattern from another part of the shirt and then just trimmed it and resized it. It looks like it's a block of plaid. Just thrown over the top of it.
You know what's weird about this to me? It always annoys me. Is in some attempt for them to desexualize these kids, they have hypersexualize them.
Right.
Because what you're saying is what you don't like about this is that it's sexual. And that you can't fucking control your reactions to high school cleavage.
Exactly.
So you got it it's dirty, it's shameful. And I had to look into this. This is a public school.
Yeah.
I would be fucking outraged if I was a parent here. what the fuck is wrong with our culture
I have
where
no idea.
like titties are so offensive
have
where
no idea.
like titties are so offensive. And we've decided arbitrarily, subjectively, that you're not supposed to show, nipples. Like, that's the line. Okay. Then at the school, it's like, I think it's just so weird for the school to weigh in about, like, these weird dress code things. And I guess they're doing it because other people are going to be outraged the other way. Oh, I can't believe what she's wearing.
Women have boobs.
Yeah, women have fucking boobs.
End of story.
Right. If we could stop making such a big deal out of them. Like, what a weird thing in general.
It is.
How much worked up people get over titties, just in general. Whoa! Oh my! What would happen if that girl's cleavage was shown? Just, I'm surprised the photographer didn't start titty fucking her right in the studio.
Right.
It's unbelievable he could control himself.
The amount of things I could fit in there. It's weird things that they're suppressing.
Right. Like, what do you do? It's like,
Oh, man.
And then people say, like, what? Well, there's supposed to be, like, no rules? You can let them,
No.
show up in a string bikini? I mean, you can have, like, moderate line, and they're all subjective. I'm so different that way where I'm like, okay, that'd be weird. But I'm like, if that's what that kid wanted to do, I don't give a fuck. I just don't fucking care. If some weird dude wanted to mimic Borat and show up in his banana hammock and just, I would think like, all right, weird, but that's your fucking yearbook. Like, I don't
That's
care.
for everybody.
That's for everybody. I mean, you're going to regret that later.
Learn a lesson here.
Some girl wanted to do a string bikini. I'm like, well, it's kind of awkward, I think, personally. Not my tastes. But if that's how you want to, see yourself in 30 years,
Here you go.
have at it.
Have at it.
But like that live and let live, it's like, people, they just got to control it.
Yeah.
But the kids, that's just weird.
I know.
Because they weren't even gratuitous, cleavage shots.
No, it wasn't anything
God,
crazy.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, and it goes on to
It is
show more and more.
misogynistic.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It's so sexist, and it's so, just having a daughter just makes me so angry. Again, that message of like, those dirty titties. Your filthy
You should be
devil
ashamed.
titties.
You should be ashamed of your
You'd
titties.
be ashamed of those filthy devil titties.
Put away your sweater puppets.
How dare you have a little extra fat underneath your nipples than a man has? It's just a fucking lump of fat with a nipple on the end.
Devil
Jesus
titties!
Christ.
Like, I guess
Yeah.
all that rant was in Gilbert Gottfried's voice
Oh
to
my
me.
God.
All right, you want to move on?
We're insane.
I've actually got another Logan update real quick about Photoshop.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, can I just say that as the unofficial Photoshop expert, I would
Yeah.
happily accept a challenge blindfolded to do better than those guys did.
Okay. I thought that was going to go in a very different direction.
I did too.
And it was
Listen,
gonna be
if you want
Listen,
me to edit out your titties,
it has been my dream job for years to do some Photoshop works with some high school titties. I look at them a lot. I'm very familiar with high school titties. I know how much cleavage.
I know there's an acceptable amount of high school titties, and there's an illegal amount. I know how
Trust
to
me.
do it.
I've talked to a lawyer. I know where the line is.
I've spent time behind bars.
I have a lot of photos on my phone. They are not pornography because I know where the line is. right.
According to the jail library, there's a certain amount of high school titty cleavage you can see.
According to my uncle, who has spent time behind bars, he has showed me like how far you're not supposed to take it. And I spoke with the sheriff, and he said, "Weird. I fucking kind of creeps me out, but I can't arrest you." So to me,
I'm right there. I'm in the money spot. Send me some photos, everybody. This is my dream.
listen, if you have a daughter in high school and she has a cleavage photo, and you're like, "How cool is this?" Send it over to me. I'm going to give you my personal. This isn't the cell phone I give out to everybody. My wife doesn't know about it. Hey, just send it. Just text me.
You guys know what a burner phone is?
Okay,
That's great.
that's fine.
Ready for the next thing?
Yeah,
Zach.
I get no respect in real life. Always am upset, so I let them know I hate them on the internet. Yeah.
Oh,
I feel
boy.
like one of the four, like the four words that always make the name of the show, just how ridiculous it would be if one of them just like a hyphenated, like high school titties.
I know. Like someone's keeping an account. On today's show, we have
Oh my
we have
God.
Gilbert Godfrey and high school titties. Like those are the two top words on the show.
I bet that would like flag us somehow, and we would just like based on that title get pulled off of Apple. Oh my God.
Michelle Branch, high school titties, Gilbert Godfrey. I might be naming the show right
Saw.
now. Saw, exactly.
Michelle
Jigsaw.
Branch, high school titties. What was the other one?
I don't know.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Saw. Oh my God. Okay.
All right, so what are we doing for 1-star heroes?
So for 1-star heroes, okay, this was sent in by Dummy Cookie. She sent in today's 1 star. She had a really funny email.
I love the name Cookie. I know
do
a couple
too.
of them in my life.
Yeah, I like it.
All great.
It's a very fun name. You know, this is so random, but also Sunshine. If you've ever met somebody named Sunshine,
Nope.
I've met a few Sunshines, and they have always been like very happy and bubbly. And I love it.
Something in the name. It's super
Put
depressed.
them on a good course.
Goddamn super emo girl with the name. Just her name is Sunshine.
Sunshine is
And
so
just
down.
the most goth you've ever seen. And you're like
So nihilistic.
which it also works because it's funny.
True. Then it's funny, ironic.
What's your name? Sunshine.
Sunshine. Okay, so she sent this in because I've never seen this before on Amazon. They've integrated the product reviews for 2 completely different products into one thing. So this rating is bullshit.
Okay.
This is Smokers Cleanse, Quit Smoking Aid and Respiratory Support, made in USA, Lung Cleanse, Detox for Smokers. It's this pill.
Yeah.
It looks terrible. It's like a 60 caplet bottle, $32.95, and it has, and you're like, holy shit! Like it would jump out. And you would buy this, I think, some people because 8,969 ratings, and they are 5 stars, and actually heavily, it's 4.8 out of 5. So I would be led to believe, just a quick glance, which I will usually do on products if I'm trying to get something. I don't necessarily read a lot of the reviews. I'm like, oh, okay, it's been reviewed a lot, has a good rating, it's something in the vein of what I want, I'll just grab it. Don't do that with this.
Okay.
Because a lot of the lower reviews seem to be for the actual pill, and randomly the high reviews are for a carpet, like a throw rug. And it's just so fucking confusing. So I don't know if they hijacked the carpet's like spot in there and stole these ratings, or if it was Amazon's fault and they just got jumbled up. So we'll do a few five-star ratings and some 1 stars. And I just love, okay, you're thinking this is a anti-smoking tablet, and Susan writes, the cats love it. And I'd be like, fucking what? The cats love this anti-smoking pill?
I didn't know cats could smoke. I mean, like their little kitty claws, looking out the window.
Meow, meow. So the review isn't that funny, just more like the title. You know, I love to put the rugs out for winter. Just talks about cats liking them.
Meow, 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 meow.
So next one is just I thought it was a funny 5. Great carpet, but not for pets that are not housebroken. 5 stars. Yeah. What? And that one just made me think, what carpet is good for pets to piss and shit on? What a weird criteria. Yeah, this carpet's great.
The best carpet
but not
to piss
for
on
cats and
is
dogs
the lawn.
to shit on.
The lawn is the best carpet for your cats and dogs to shit on.
Right. So again, I just thought that was ridiculous.
That's so funny.
Okay, so now we get to an actual smoking review. Lynette Cleveland, 5 stars. It's worth trying. This stuff is great. If you haven't been trying to quit smoking, this product makes it possible. I recommend everyone. Okay, now that's the rare.
Okay.
Most of them are stuff like, buy it, your family will thank you. And you're like, oh, that's cool. My family wants me to stop smoking. Nope. 100% happy with our purchase. My wife researched and shopped around for months before ordering this rug, and the whole family is happy with it. Our couches are very comfortable, but our boys choose to sit on the floor instead because this rug is so soft. I read some reviews that made me nervous about vacuuming, but we haven't had any issues with it. We have a Shark vacuum and keep the rollers on just at the highest carpet setting. It takes a little extra elbow grease, but it is fine and well worth it. And again, just so weird under a smoking pill. Now we get to the 1 stars. All right, now I think this is a pill again. Michael Chevalier writes, beware that this product can smell for some people. Oh, so the pill smells?
Stinky pill.
Stinky pill, okay. Upon opening this product, I noticed a horrible smell. Since I'm going to be laying directly on this, on the pills, it's not going to work for me.
Ow, I so uncomfortable.
right. I'm sure all rugs may off-gas a bit. What? But this seems to be off-gassing more than I'm comfortable with. Try to save the original packaging so you can put it back without having to wrap it in other packaging plastic. And again, it just first, like, what? How's this fucking relate to pills? Another one that seems to relate to pills at first. 1 star, Athena. Toxic. Almost killed my dogs. Why are your dogs getting into your smoking pills?
Bark.
Beautiful and soft, but deadly rug. We put it in our family room, and a few days later, my 8-month-old bulldog started trembling and bleeding from her gums. What the fuck? I rushed her to the vet, and they said it appeared to be poison. The next day, my 2-year-old bulldog started having tremors. Over $1,000 in vet bills later, we learned it's the new rug. Did you? Or you just guess?
Yeah.
This product should not be sold on Amazon. And I love, like...
That's a tiny bit about a rug. If you were there, you're like, oh my God, what am I putting in my body?
Right.
If you swig like more Mountain Dew and gas station burritos. Hey, Zach.
I felt that.
I just like that this person actually thinks that they're intentionally... The vibe of this one felt like they think they're intentionally selling this poisonous rug. And there's like, I just don't think that Amazon should sell a rug that definitely kills dogs and quickly.
What a funny company that would be. Right. What's the worst?
What's the worst?
I fucking hate dogs.
Fucking hate dogs. How do we get close to them?
Okay, we're gonna make a poison rug.
We're gonna make a poison rug. We're gonna sneak it on Amazon. We're gonna sneak it underneath a non-smoking pill. I don't even know how you order this rug because you can't figure out where this rug is. Yeah,
it's vanished.
Another one, GRD Mama, 1 star. Am I being pranked? And I would think like, oh, they're probably mad because the reviews don't match up. This product is nowhere near what I expected. I'm hoping that this person like ordered a rug and then got the pills or vice versa.
These pills are the worst rug I've ever.
The color's not what pictured. Okay, yeah, then they don't have a rug.
Okay.
The rug appears dingy, has an awful smell, all wrong. Please find a way to sanction sellers, manufacturers, and others where it applies. Okay, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah.
Next 1 star. Signature required. Driver would not leave. CJ. Requires signature. Are you kidding me? $18. Driver would not leave. Customers should be informed before purchase. I picture that person ordering carpet, like the rug, and they show up like, you're going to have to sign for this. For a fucking rug? Nah, I'm sorry. Sorry. This is adult. This is adult product.
Do.
No can do. Can't leave. Can't leave until you sign for this carpet.
In that situation,
right.
It just keeps going. This guy, he's standing, like, peeking out his living room window, and the driver's just sitting there waving.
Right.
Not going anywhere, buddy.
Not going anywhere, buddy.
Like a little megaphone
I'm
outside
not
of his
dropping
car.
these pills off until you
Can't leave till you sign for it, bud. Rules are rules.
just give me my carpet.
Nope.
No. Oh, is that what you call it?
Gotta sign for it.
God.
Next day, he wakes up. He's right there, like still there, like looking in the kitchen window. You gonna sign it?
Gonna sign it?
Can't go home. My family misses me.
What kind of world are we gonna sign for rugs? Another one, Clifton Carter. It's just such a confusing comment section. 1 star, wrong item received. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Wrong item received, package refused. I just love somebody ordering pills and like, here's your carpet. What? Now I'm trying to quit smoking. Well, good luck with this carpet.
Lay down.
Lay down.
Lay down and die.
Lay down and stop smoking so much.
Well, yeah, take a break, bud.
Maybe if you're more comfortable and on a nicer carpet, you can smoke less.
Guess what? Guess who can't go to the store to get cigarettes? You, when you're laying down on this rug. Bye.
Why don't you huff some of this off-gassing and you'll be fine. You'll quit smoking right away.
I love the idea of a help you stop smoking, like really comfortable chair.
Right.
And it's like, what? How's it help? It's like, well, you just don't want to get up.
Yeah, you don't want to get up and light another cigarette.
You don't want to go take a smoke break. You're so comfortable.
This chair is proven to help quit smoking. It's proven to destroy families because you don't want to play with your kids anymore. It's proven to destroy careers because you won't go to work. Mm-hmm. It's proven to stop so many things. It stops ambition. It stops financial prosperity.
And then down below the help you quit smoking chair. It goes, customers also bought Depends. So they don't have to, if they ever get up and go to the bathroom.
Just shit in that chair. 2 more. Now, this one's a real review for the pills, and I just like the tone of this. I'll explain why I think it's funny. It says, 1 star, possibly bad for health from Jason. Only gave a star because I had to. Product made my wife and my lungs and chest hurt bad. Pain started maybe 2nd day taking them. Took the pills for 2 more days before putting issues together. Couldn't take deep breaths at all. It felt like my lungs were tied down and unable to extend fully. Stopped taking them. Took about a week for the pain to go away. Will never buy again. Didn't help in any way for cravings. The over-counter patch works so much better. These pills made me feel like I drank 3 energy drinks back to back. Nope, never again. What's funny to me about this is if a product almost fucking kills you, maybe go talk to a lawyer instead of being like, hey, I don't know if you should buy this. Like, what a weird reaction, just like the 1 star. It's like, and I would think that if they were talking to a lawyer, they would have referenced it in here. But if you get something and you and your wife almost fucking die, it almost stops breathing, my reaction wouldn't be like, all right, time to 1 star these sons of bitches.
Crack your knuckles?
Yeah, crack the knuckles. Should we get a lawyer? No. This will be way more effective.
I got one better.
I'll one-up you. I'll see your class action litigation and raise you an Amazon review.
Right.
Like, what?
Why can't we do both? Nope, we only need to do one. Only one here.
This will send the message.
It's like in the review, it's like we had 3 heart attacks. So if you don't like heart attacks,
right,
maybe don't get these pills.
I would love it if it was a 2 star. But it was really comfortable.
So but the rug they sent with it was really comfortable.
But the complimentary rug that appeared with it was very comfortable. Okay, last one. This is one of those all caps reviews. And this is the one that actually Cookie sent as like to lure me into looking into this. Random Amazon customer, 1 star, disappointing when you have had, it's just such a weird rug review. Disappointing when you've had the real one. Okay. The first time I ordered this rug, I ordered a 10 by a 14 inch. It was beautiful and soft and plush. I literally neglected my bed for days sleeping on it.
Who the fuck?
Exactly. This is a maniac. Well, I realized days after ordering it that it was way too big for my living room area. I had to send it back and order a smaller one, 8 by 10. This is where I screwed up. I should have kept the one I had because they supposedly sent me the same rug just in a smaller size. However, so many exclamation points. This is not the same rug. This rug is way less beautiful, soft and plush. My hips and everything hurts when laying on it. You can literally feel the floor underneath. I read reviews about getting knockoff rugs and was happy when I got my first real one, paying nearly $100 to send it back and getting this fake, I don't even know, a Hudson rug is very disappointing. And then they randomly go non-caps for one word. And if it wouldn't cost me so much to send it back, I totally would.
5 people helpful.
5 people helpful.
Yeah. What is this dude doing at home?
Right, laying on it for.
And I'm not trying to kink shame you.
Yeah.
If you're a dude out there or whatever, you like to just get dressed up in women's lingerie. That's this guy, and he's just on this rug going, yeah, you're sexy, Ben. Oh, Benjamin,
sexy.
you've still got it. And then falls asleep on the floor. Like that's that level
Kinda,
of like
kind of humping it as he falls asleep.
It's a little.
Oh, yeah, it feels so good.
Oh, this is like this rug. I can't even feel the floor. It's just me and this carpet, me and this rug.
I would love it if you took
sexy Benjamin.
if they took the review further. I about broke my dick off on this rug. I used to be able to fuck my old rug, and it felt great. Not even any rug burns when I would lay down on my floor, as one does, and fuck my rug before passing out on said rug.
The idea of a rug that you show up to this dude's house and just a bunch of like holes in the rug. It's just, what's that from? What? That's why I fuck my rug.
Oh, you can kink shame me now?
Oh, you're kink shaming?
Oh, you don't fuck your rug. Look at the. Hey, everybody! Look at the big man doesn't fuck the rug. Right. Okay.
Look at this guy over here. Has a nice relationship with the human.
Ooh.
Fucking rug.
Oh, you like to lay in bed and jerk off. You don't lay on the floor and fuck your rug. Okay.
Okay, big guy doing big things. It's like what? We're just going. We'll go. Ooh.
Ooh.
Fuck your rug.
So thank you, Cookie.
That was funny. Yeah, thanks, Cookie. That was great. The good side of the internet that I found this week is very good. And it's going to make you happy. Zach, play the fucking thing!
Sliver of Hope.
That's 2. I've gotten 2 yells in it, Zach, today.
Nice.
And I got to think about that one extra long. Too.
I know.
That was nice. Thank you.
Of course.
I'll do better.
People very upset that I don't yell at them anymore. I don't know. They want me to be meaner to him. I was like, listen, we're friends. And he's doing a great job. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Yell at him.
Yell at him.
Yell at him. Make it up. I don't care.
Right.
So our sliver of hope for this week, after finding a Christmas wish list tied to a balloon, this man drove hundreds of miles to make 2 little girls' dreams come true. Look at this.
What?
We could watch the movie, but we're not going to. So, twin sisters received a late Christmas gift from a stranger almost 650 miles away after he found a holiday wish list tied to a balloon. In December, Leticia Flores Gonzalez and her 4-year-olds, Luna and Gianelli Gonzalez, tie their list to balloons and release them into the sky above their home in Liberal, Kansas. It was their way of, reaching Santa Claus.
Aww.
It was important doing something special for my girls because of the hard year we had during the coronavirus pandemic. I wanted them to feel like 2020 was another year spent with mom making beautiful memories, Flores Gonzalez told CNN. So I was never with the purpose someone would find the balloon. I thought it would deflate and would just disappear somewhere in a nearby tree, as parents do.
Yeah.
But this one did not. This one, made it all the way to Alvin Bamberg. He was deer hunting in Grand Cane, Louisiana, late December, when he spotted one of the balloons tangled up in a tree.
This balloon's made it a long ways.
Yeah, it's like 650 miles.
Yeah.
I saw that balloon and God spoke to me, he said. You need to get this. And second of all, you need to get the trash out of the woods. Bamberg told CNN. When I got it, I noticed they folded up a yellow piece of paper sealed with a red star, and it was a Christmas wish list from a girl named Luna. So it goes on to say these two... Luna had asked Santa to bring her candy, a Spider-Man ball, a Frozen doll, a puppy, and a My Little Pony toy.
Okay.
So anyway, they met up, and they became friends. They planned to meet up in the future. They have like a great relationship in the family.
The family,
the family, like getting together, all over. This guy deciding that he was going to fulfill and send over this little girl's wish list.
That's awesome.
And they FaceTimed with them and talked, and then they just got along really great. So now
that's
they're
so cool.
meeting up for different reunions and stuff.
What an awesome way to meet.
And it does say that it said we had texted, talked, and FaceTime before we ever met. It was clear we had a connection. Bamberg said when we met, it was just like meeting family. And then it goes on to say, I love the quote on this one. He goes, "There's so much sadness in the world right now. The world is a freaking mess." He said, "It's really hard not to spread kindness and you can never underestimate the impact even just a smile will have on someone's day."
Aww.
So look at that guy.
Good guy. Alvin.
Fuck yeah.
What a nice guy.
What a wonderful human. Want to move on and just look at some stuff? Wait, I think that was sent in. That was sent in by, that wasn't it. I think I missed Samuel was the one that sent in the altered yearbook photos. I want to make sure that I'm saying these names today.
Oh, okay.
All right, so to you from internet.
The internet has all sorts of neat things. Anything you want can be yours. Let's take a peek, together, as a couple. To you, from internet.
This was sent in by dummy K. Scotty.
Okay.
K. Scotty. And it's Lube Life, water-based personal lubricant. 275-gallon sex lube for men, women, and couples.
That's just so much.
Would you buy me one?
Sure. I'm jealous of whoever's getting this, to be honest.
That is a ton of lube.
You're fucking so much that you need 275 gallons. That's a lot.
This guy is the guy that just lays on his rug.
Right.
He's also the guy that has 275 gallons of sex lube. He's yeah.
Ooh.
Fuck your rug.
Yeah, you wouldn't need a lot of lube to fuck a rug. It's so dry.
Look at the pictures that it's photoshopped in with. This is one of my favorite parts about this. So here's a guy pushing it and like doing a CrossFit.
Right. Like you're going to use your lube to work.
Here's some people skydiving with a cube of lube. And then here you have a guy fishing with a cube of lube just hanging out under the water.
Now, there's got to be some new, ridiculous. There's got to be some new way to just bot reviews.
Yeah.
Like to scam it, because that product.
Well, they make other sizes. So I'm guessing it's more of like a marketing ploy.
Because how many reviews?
Buy this. Oh, it has
88,000, right?
89,042.
89.
And you can buy this brick of this cube of lube for $9,696.
Okay, what's the smallest amount of that lube you can get?
Tiny little guy. Little 8 ounce.
Oh, okay.
So got an 8 ounce,
gotcha.
4 ounce,
so
12
that's your
ounce,
attention grabber.
And then a fucking 35,200 fluid ounces.
Has anyone, I guess if you were like a porn studio.
Yeah.
And you just want to have it like in the studio?
I just picture a dunk tank. Like you're just dropping into that little cube of lube.
Oh my God.
Slippery boy. Yay. That'd be hard. That'd be hard to get out. Whoop, whoop. Like trying to go up a fucking ladder that's covered in lube. Whoa. That's like a Home Alone stunt. It's just some way to trick some burglars.
Yeah, like could you now I'm just trying to think like what if it's water based? I don't know what you would use that lube for in some kind of I was thinking of like a water park and like one of the slides is lubed, but it's like you just have water.
You have to lube it up.
Why would you lube it up?
Hey, and let's kill some people today. That's what you would do at a water park. If you're like, you know what? We haven't had anybody die on this slide in a while. Let's lube it up.
Yeah, this would be for like a terrible prank. If you got that much and just like on a hill, like at a stop sign at the bottom of the hill, you just put 750 gallons?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, just 750 gallons worth of lube.
275.
275.
Still.
I upped the ante. But like you just pour 275 gallons of lube at like the base of like this steep hill. Like San Francisco, like all the hills. Oh my God. Just to, I guess, fucking hurt people needlessly. Like I just don't know. Or like maybe some like grocery store, like just cover the aisles in so much lube. So when people are just going down there, I just literally can't think of
run out of uses for that much lube.
Yeah.
Having that much sex, though. Good for you.
Oh, man.
So this next one, it was sent in by dummy Sean, and it's just intriguing to me. Mm-hmm. And I think you will agree. It's on Reddit, and it's called Dick Lips. So this person goes into like porn things.
Okay.
And then edits out the dick, and then just the head of the dick is the bottom lip on the girls. Like, what the fuck's going on the internet?
What?
Look at this shit.
I think. Oh my God! I think you're gonna have to do some pixelating.
I don't think so. There's no dicks.
The balls.
What?
Yeah, that one picture had the balls.
Well,
There's a lot of titties in there too, I think.
Look at that one.
Oh my God!
Were there titties in there?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see any titties. I was looking strictly at dick lips.
I think that one. I think that weird scroll.
there's some
yeah.
titties.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Anyway, so if you want to check this out
Oh
on
my
your
God,
own,
that's so weird.
The link will be in the episode description.
Just who thought of that?
I have no idea. Like, who was watching and be like, oh my God, looks like their actual lip. I'm going to edit out that dick.
Right, and I'm going to create a Twitter account for it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go on Reddit and share this with all my friends. So you can explore that on your own. And then Zach, please make note in the where it needs to be censored, so I don't do that and fuck up our YouTube channel.
You want me to write in dick lips?
Yes, please. Yeah, dick lip censor, so Joey doesn't forget. But right before you do that, can you play the next segment? Zach. Okay.
It's junk mail.
All right, let's hear from some of our dummies who wrote in this week. And my God, the amount of you that have continued to send in about punching a cow is so ridiculous.
It's an epidemic.
Had no idea.
There's thousands of cow punchers out there. and that's just within our fan base. Apparently, it's just like a, 2 million people, 3 million punch cows?
We're going to blink and it's going to be an Olympic sport.
Poor cow. I feel bad for cows.
I know.
Cows getting fucking jacked left and right.
Well, maybe sometimes they're smashing you.
Maybe they deserve it.
As you're going to either here, it's either in this way. We'll get to it here. So our first piece of junk mail coming in from dummy Adrian, who writes, "What up, dummies? Just listen to the vampire facial bit, and did you know there is one specifically for your lady bits? It's called the O shot, and I highly recommend it. Please tell your wives about it, and the thanks will be amazing and plentiful."
What?
So the O shot, I looked into it.
Yeah.
It stands for the orgasm shot. And basically what they do is they draw your blood, they put it into the fuselage, is that what it's called? And then it spins it, and then they take out the plasma, and then they inject that back into your vagina area.
And what does it do? It just makes your vagina more...
Yeah, it makes it more sensitive.
Reinvigorates?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have orgasms easier?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. It doesn't hurt.
How would someone even figure that out? But okay,
I don't know.
All right, fine.
Yep, so that's it.
Yeah.
So it's a real thing,
Okay.
and now I know that people are spinning their blood and sticking needles in their pajuzies.
And I would just say, obviously, as a warning, check out the person. Make sure they're medically accredited. Don't go to some weird fucking shack where somebody has like their $20 pussy shot.
Yeah, don't go to wherever that one lady was doing vampire facials and gave everyone AIDS.
Be careful where you go to get that done.
Absolutely. But I just thought that was crazy.
Yeah, is there a dick equivalent? Probably not.
I wish. Fucking some steroid dick thing.
I don't know how guys orgasm. I don't even know how.
I don't know how guys orgasm.
I don't even know how it works. Like what gets stimulated. I mean, just the whole penis, but like where would you even put the blood? And I don't like the thought of getting a needle and putting blood in my dick.
Yeah. I think that's an erection though.
Well, yes, I like the blood coming from within my body
and then out,
and
but
then,
not in.
But not in. I just don't want a needle in my dick.
I figured you were saying that.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to make sure that was clear. So our next piece of junk mail is coming in from Dummy Kelly, who writes, "Hey, you dummies! Listen how dumb I is. The one-star hero about Brenda's Beaver book. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
He gave me this epic nostalgia today. When I was in 7th grade at a private Catholic grade school, we had an art project to make a clay mold of our favorite animal. As the immature child I was, and mostly still am, I decided to choose a beaver. I had recently learned that beaver was another name for a lady ween, and I thought it was hilarious. How was I dumb? Well, I was not aware that this was a common term. I thought it was a classroom slang that only the hip kids would understand. So when our English teacher collaborated with the project and asked us to write a poem about our animal, I ran with it. I specifically remember mentioning the wetness of my beaver and taking it to get haircuts. And you bet the only food my beaver would eat was hot dogs. Needless to say, my mother got a phone call. She was actually more amused than angry. But more disappointingly, mine was the only poem that didn't get hung in the hallway. Bullshit! Love you, weirdos. Thanks for existing, Kelly Burns.
Oh, thank you, Kelly. My sister is one of those teachers now that she works with junior high kids.
Okay.
And she loves it when they think they can sneak some slang past her. And then she calls them on it, especially specifically like junior high boys,
right?
Just because they think they're being so clever and saying something dirty, and then when they realize that she knows, they get so embarrassed.
Right? They're like, "Whoops."
Yep.
Holy shit!
Hey.
All right, we have one last piece of junk mail before we wrap up the show.
Okay.
This was sent in by a whole bunch of different dummies, and it goes off something we talked about with chess. We were saying we wish that chess was more ramped up.
Oh yeah,
you're going to be
aggressive,
right? Like you're beating the shit out of each other, or if you lose, like the other dude gets to punch you in the face,
right?
Whenever they take one of your pieces.
Is that a real thing?
What I didn't know is there's actually chess boxing. It's an actual fucking sport.
How does that work?
So they play chess, and then in between rounds, or they play a game of chess, and then they get up and punch each other. So watch this.
Oh,
and
so-
again,
okay,
this
they're
link will be in
making
the episode
moves.
description.
Making moves, and then they have to set their pieces down, and then they stand up, and now they're fighting each other.
And then afterwards, they're done, and then back into the game.
Then, oh, that's funny.
Isn't that crazy?
So they have rounds in between.
Yeah. And then once the time is up, how weird is that?
It's so weird.
After round 6, you just suck at chess.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the whole point. Like you start making super dumb moves because you're so tired.
Right, and
so
you're-
it's a game of being mentally there and aware even after getting punched in the face.
What a crazy like extra piece of strategy where you're trying to like maybe go for more of like a headshot because you want to ring their bell
Right.
so that they don't make any good chess moves in between rounds.
You know what it made me think of?
What?
Someone who like has no idea how to play chess, but Mike Tyson.
Oh my God, really good at boxing?
The first round is playing chess against Mike Tyson, and if you don't beat him by the time it's up on the he's just gonna kick the living shit out of you.
Oh my God, I love that thought.
Muhammad Ali. He's like, he doesn't
oh my
even know,
God.
he's like, doesn't know what he's doing. He's like moving some pieces like sometimes. And if you do not checkmate him,
like a 19-year-old Mike Tyson in this situation. And I think Mike Tyson actually, chess-wise, I wouldn't be surprised if he was very good at chess.
Yeah, I'm not saying-
no,
yeah,
but,
just-
like,
yeah.
but I love just to imagine that like 19-year-old Tyson doesn't know shit about chess.
Never played a single game.
Never played a single. They just told him the basic rules so he knows how to throw the pieces around. And then like he's facing some chess master. But like after the first round, any progress that guy makes is fucking annihilated. Where he literally knocks him unconscious. They use smelling salts to get him back in the chair, and then he just like moving like I don't know this right. He's helping Tyson. He's like no, move your guy there. No, I'll do this. No, move your guy there. Checkmate. He's just like trying to help him win so fast.
just so he doesn't.
Don't hurt me anymore.
Please, God, please don't.
For the fighting round, he just lays huddled up in the fetal position in the corner while Tyson just takes punches on him from above.
Please let me go. You win. Forfeit.
Speaking of fights, this is so random. This will come out a little bit later, but I haven't seen it. But I was interested to hear that what Logan Paul survived. I think it was either 8 or 10 rounds against Floyd Mayweather in one of those weird exhibitions.
Oh yeah, I think that there was. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they weren't going that hard.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, I don't think anybody expected him to be able to even just keep his hands up for that many because it's way harder than people think.
Mm-hmm.
But he actually held up
Who
pretty
won?
well. They didn't even have winners.
Exactly.
It was like
so it's
weird.
like when
I know.
Mike
was like
Tyson fought what's his face. What was that one?
I know they're doing those weird fights. No, he fought
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Nope.
No, Tyson fought. Oh my God, Roy Jones Jr.
Oh, okay,
And
that's right.
Same kind of deal.
There was like no punching to the head.
I mean, I don't want to see that sport go in that direction of these weird novelty things
Just
that don't
a money
showcase
grab.
great athletic ability. But I was surprised. I thought he was going to get his fucking ass kicked.
I know he has.
I kind of wanted him
surprised
to
me.
because he can be such a obnoxious ass.
Right. It reminds me. Yeah. It's he needs to get rocked.
Right.
Really bad, and it'll probably be the best thing that's ever happened to him.
Right.
Because
right.
I have some.
Humble him as a person.
Yeah, I have some great friends that were like they were amazing fighters. They were always getting in fights in high school and college.
Yeah.
And until they got their shit rocked,
Yeah.
they were terrible.
Terrible people,
They were hard
yeah.
to be around. They
Yep.
had way too much confidence.
Yep.
And as soon as you get your face punched in,
Right.
you're like, ouch.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't want to do that all the time. And
Right.
you get gotten way less fights after that.
Yeah.
Because it hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, ready to wrap up show 46?
I am. I just want to say before you do the one of my credits. Yeah, go ahead. Are you gonna hit a
Oh,
button?
yeah. I'll push.
I have one credit I wanted to read.
This one.
Anybody, Logan, if you have any, like, if you have any high school daughters with like cleavage kind of situations and you want to know where the line is, please email those to Logan. Just email pics of your daughter with like some kind of cleavage related outfit so he can let you know if that's okay for a yearbook or not.
Right. He's with the best rating. He's the highest rated high school titty researcher in the Northwest, at least. Right?
As far
That's
as
what
I
I
know.
heard.
As far as I know. That's what I understand. JK!
Logan is standing by.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I
boy.
bet he is.
JK!
It's hard
Don't send him illegal pictures.
It's hard to sit down with a erection that big, isn't it? Logie. Stand up. Standing by.
Don't send those pictures.
No, please don't. Please do not.
Please do not.
Thanks to Zach Flannery for producing and directing. Thanks to Zach Cohen for creating some of the custom music beds for the show. And again, thanks to Logan Keith for the got the new Is We Dumb joggers.
Yes.
Pick those things up. They are really cool looking. You'll find a picture of them right now at badmagicmerch.com. And all of our threads and our shows are available at iswedumb.com as well. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Instagram at Is We Dumb. Got the private Facebook group Is We Dummies, moderated by Liz Hernandez and the All Seeing Eyes. And then all the shows that we do here at Bad Magic Productions, you can see them in video form, given that it doesn't fuck up on our YouTube channel.
True.
And just search for Bad Magic Productions. And then if you want to send something into the show, thank you to everybody who does that. We get hundreds.
Except for pictures.
Except for do not fuck, I swear.
I swear, please don't.
Please do not.
Please don't. We'll have to
we
erase
have to have like a
immediately.
jackass warning now. It's like, please do not do the things that we do.
Please don't do the things that we ask for.
Please don't listen to us, and whatever we say, don't do it.
This is an anti-call to action.
Yes, the opposite.
Exactly. This is a call to inaction.
Inaction call.
This is not a call to action. But if you want to send in something you'd like to see on the show, dumb@iswedumb.com, and then general questions, info@iswedumb.com. And then if your merch sucks dick, store at badmagicproductions.com. Don't email the other ones. I don't care.
Yeah.
Go bug Logan about it. It's his fucking job. He did it. He fucked it up. I think I'm going to get you to laugh this week.
Okay. I'm excited for it. I just want to give one more disclaimer. Don't do what I said earlier. Because also, Logan doesn't always get the emails that go to him for merch.
Yeah.
Somebody else gets them.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to see them.
Oh, that would be...
She doesn't want to see these pictures.
She probably quit. She's like, what the fuck is happening?
Please don't crumble our business.
We're just getting started.
We're just getting started. Please don't make our customer service people quit because they're tired of probably illegal pictures.
Yeah, please do not.
If not illegal, just morally questionable.
Right. Yeah, even if they're all on the safe side, legally,
still creepy.
Still don't do it.
Please don't.
All right, Zach, let's wrap this thing up.
Hey, you want to hear a joke?
Wow. Need that joke.
Okay, you got to look here.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Okay.
This was sent in by Dummy Will. And do you remember that joke I posted about my spine? It was about a week back.
Trying to remember.
It was about a week back.
Okay. Wait, that was a joke. You tricked me.
Hey!
Nice.
That's
I was feeling bad because I didn't remember your joke.
I know.
Oh, what joke was it? Oh, okay.
Oh, week back.
Well played.
Fuck yeah, dude. Thanks,
yeah.
Will. Got
Thank you,
another
Will.
one. I'll see you guys next week, huh? Oh my God, Greg!
Bad Magic Productions.